Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and yes, after applying for 2 years, probably about 4 or 5 times, maybe even 6, I am now a YouTube partner, and it's shocking because I thought I was going to get denied again, to be honest with you. But I am very happy. I've been aspiring to get a YouTube partnership since I started doing videos on YouTube. And I'm excited. This is a step in the right direction. You know, I realize I still have a long road ahead of me. This is just the foundation, and it takes a long time to build up, your channel on YouTube, but it's a big thing. And I'm very humbled and appreciative that I am now a partner, and I have to thank a few specific people, but I have to give an equal shout out to every single person. Not the spam subscriptions, but every single real subscription that I have on YouTube. I know a lot of people say that when this happens to them and they get a partnership, but I mean it. Because if it was not for you watching my videos, commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, taking the extra time to go over to Blistered Thumbs and watch my videos there, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be a YouTube partner. I wouldn't be on YouTube. You guys have been fantastic, and I thank you so much. But now, for you guys who've been with me from the RLM audio days, I'm going to start off and give my first individual shout out. And that is to, yep, you guessed it if you've been around since the beginning, T2 Darlanton. For those of you who haven't been part of my channel since the beginning, which is 99% of you, I made a video on Halo 3, or the Halo series. It was one of my first quote-unquote big videos. And the reason that it became big was because T2 Darlanton, who was a huge YouTuber, he had tens of thousands of subscribers, featured it on his page. And I never really thanked the guy publicly, or I did, but it was like when I had like 50 subs. And it was because of him that I had the first inertia. He like skyrocketed my channel. I mean, I didn't get a lot of subscribers. I got like 100 or 200, but it was because of him that people knew who I was. And I started getting traffic to my channels, and slowly the subscription base built. And it was because he featured my video, like I said, that it started it. It was, I have to give probably 60% of what happened to me is thanks to him. And dude, I never really, officially thank you before, man, but now I owe it to you. Thank you, T2. You're awesome, and I'm glad to see you back on YouTube. I will have his channel linked right now, and I suggest you go sub to him. Really cool guy. Thanks, man. Next is another YouTube channel that I'm friends with the guy. He's one of the few people that I actually consider a true friend outside of YouTube that I met through YouTube. And that's Strictly Sega in general, but more specifically Charlie from Strictly Sega. Once again, have been huge supporters from the get-go, and they've been fantastic. And if you guys don't know their channel by now, I'm going to have their channel linked here too. If it was not for the help that Charlie's given me, he shouted me out to a lot of people. He's another one that I owe a lot of my subscription base to. Thank you so much, my man. It's because of you that, once again, I am going in the right direction. And of course, as many of you know, because probably like 80% of the subscriptions have been from them, is 3 Kilobytes. All of them, of course, but especially Jay and Mike have been huge helps. They featured me on their channel. They just actually featured one of my videos on the Dead Space video they featured on their page, and that helped a lot, man. And they've been such huge advocates. Jay's featured me on like almost all of his live web shows, and that's helped me get subscriptions. He's really helped put my name out there. And with how flooded YouTube is, if it wasn't for people like 3 Kilobytes and the previous people I mentioned, I wouldn't be where I am. I would still have probably 300 subscriptions. It's just the way it goes. So huge shout out to 3 Kilobytes. For the whopping 2 people who may just be sub to me and not to them, here's a link to 3 Kilobytes channel. And here's a person I don't think who's expecting me to shout him out, because I haven't really talked to him too much recently, but Dan Van Dam, or Worth Your Universe HD. I have had a long-term relationship with him on YouTube. That kind of sounds weird, but it's true. Dan saw my videos. I don't know how we got connected, but Dan saw my videos. He offered me to go over the website he was working at the time. He showed my work to a guy named JT. JT liked it, and again, because of Dan Van Dam, he's another one who helped me get a lot of subscriptions. He was a big supporter. He's a really nice guy, very humble guy, very down to earth. And I will have a link to his channel right here, right now. And last but definitely not least, and honestly, the reason I probably got accepted into the YouTube partnership this time is because of Kenneth. Kenneth from Broken Games HD. He's also a YouTube partner, and asked him, he offered a long time ago when I got denied a while back. He offered to give me advice on becoming a partner. And, you know, I knew it was going to be a couple months, and I forgot to get around to him. And when I saw I was eligible for partnership again, I left him a message and got the advice from him, and I followed it, Ken. Dude, I followed your advice to a T, and I got accepted. So you knew what you were talking about, bro. Holy shit. Thank you so much. And, you know, I will have Ken's Broken Games HD channel here. He has all HD game footage, HD reviews. He does rants. His channel is very similar to mine. It's an awesome channel. He's in my top list in my YouTube channel. But just in case there are still people I'm sure that didn't sub to him now. Here's his channel. I don't want to make this video too long. I thought it was going to be 2 minutes. That's all I wanted to make. But it's now going to be 7. So once again, guys, thank you everybody that I mentioned. Thank you every single real person subscription out there. It's because of all of you that I am going in the right direction, like I said in the beginning. And thank you again for your continued support.